We just witnessed a special session on hospital planning and design, managing challenges and roadmap to successful execution. And now we will march into a special panel discussion over here.
Myself, Dr. Garima. I request all my panelists to come on the stage. Colonel Navneet Bali, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Clearmedi Hospital. Dr. Ravi Hirvani, Vice President Bhailal Amin Hospital. Dr. Tulsi Mahadeviya, who is Trustee of Ahmedabad Dental Association. Dr. Nirav Bhalani, Cardiologist and owner of Rhythm Hospital. Dr. Brijesh Patel, Intensivist and owner of Spandan Hospital. I welcome you all. As we discussed since morning about the public and government health sector, Mahayojanas and everybody, now we will take your attention towards the public sector, what type of ownership and partnership models are available in the public sector. Without wasting any time, I would like to discuss my questions with my panelists. Dr. Ravi Bhalani, sir, my question for you is, can you briefly explain the ownership model of your hospital operates under and how it has shaped your institution's approach to healthcare delivery?
Good morning to one and all. Our hospital is a very old structure which started in 1964, a trust-based private trust hospital. The structure was formed as a private trust in order to establish the community health support. Initially, it was to support the employees and the communities. But today, with the kind of, the structure has been growing, establishing and putting out the successful outcomes, it has grown as a very large tertiary care hospital. We'll take a minute on this because trust hospitals in India, previous to 80s and all, were the backbone of the hospitals because most of the government setups were not, reach out was not there, and most of the philanthropy structures got established in those years. In 80s when the corporate structures started. So the backbone was established by Trust Hospital, and I'm proud to say that we are one among those segments today. And we have been growing year on year, and we build a very, very transparent and a public strength in the trust models.
Thank you so much. My next question is to Colonel Navneet Bali. Sir, what trends do you foresee in hospital ownership and partnership models, and how should healthcare institutions prepare for these changes, and what is your guidance for healthcare owners and small hospitals?
Good afternoon, everyone, and extremely thankful to the people who arranged this fantastic session and a wonderful conclave. You know, when an owner decides to give his or her hospital to someone else to run, it's like sending their child to a boarding school. Because for whatever reason, they feel that time has come when they either cannot run the hospital, they feel that the boarding school is a much better place for the hospital, for the child to be groomed. There could be disconnect between the partners and so forth. Before joining Clearmedi Healthcare, I was with Narayana Health for 6 years, and I would just like to briefly touch upon 2 of the models that we worked in NH, and then thereafter in Clearmedi Healthcare, what we are doing, and how I see the trends emerging in the future. We had 2 hospitals. One was in Katra. This hospital was amalgamation between the Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board and NH. In this particular hospital, the land, building, and the equipment was completely brought by the Shrine Board, and NH ran that hospital. In addition to the land, building, and the equipment, the Shrine Board also gave a viable gap funding for 5 years because we knew that running a hospital in Jammu Kashmir was extremely, extremely difficult. The hospital ran for 5 to 6 years in losses. Then COVID came and things like that. But after 6 years, we are now almost in the 8th year, that hospital. It's one of the finest hospitals in J&K. It is standing on its own feet and making a healthy EBITDA of, I think, 14 to 15%. The second hospital which NH started was in Delhi. This was a hospital called Dharamshila Narayana Super Speciality Hospital. It was a 25-year-old cancer hospital. The owners decided that they did not want to run the hospital. The next generation was not interested. And so NH came over. We took the hospital for about 25 years term with a 10-year stop. And this was a pure rental arrangement where the rent was paid by NH to Dharamshila Trust. It was a trust hospital, and there was an escalation of 5%. All the equipment replacement, everything, the cost, etc., was now taken by NH. What we're seeing now in India is that this entire O&M paradigm is sort of moving towards maturity. In Clearmedi Healthcare, we run 4 hospitals. All of them are O&M hospitals. We don't own any. And we just commissioned a hospital in Gwalior. In next 3 months' time, we are likely to commission another 4 hospitals, and all of them are pure O&M structures. So there's going to be zero ownership. It's going to be complete asset light. And there are 2-3 models which are now being seen by us, and we see that one is, of course, the pure rent model, in which the owner takes a rent, and which escalates over a period of time. Our hospital in Gwalior is similar. The second model is a revenue share model, where the owner decides that they also want to be a part of the growth of the hospital. Typically, we have simplified the model extremely. This revenue share falls between 4 to 6% of top line. And of course, the entire equipment, replacement, etc. And Clearmedi Healthcare, we decided that we'll have this contract for nothing less than 25 to 30 years, because your IRRs and your financials work only when you have a long-term, The other model is a minimum guarantee and a revenue share model, whichever is higher. Again, the owner would want some amount of certainty in his or her future cash flows. So that's the third model. What we are seeing now, and you'll see in the future, that the O&M models will find more and more maturity, but they will revolve around all the 3 or 4, kind of models I've stated, where the IRR for the person who's running will land up between 14 to 15%, and a similar IRR for the partner hospital. Thank you.
Nice, thank you, sir. My next question is to Dr. Nirav, who is a cardiologist himself and the owner of Rhythm Hospital. Sir, can you brief about the ownership model of your hospital and how you manages this single specialty group of hospital?
At the outset, I think I would like to congratulate the organizers, especially Mitaben. Lovely concept, and execution is 10 on 10. Proud to be a part of this event. Regarding your question, the ownership model that we have is, we started as 3 friends with a common vision and a common passion. We started with a small clinic, ventured into one hospital, and then I am very much influenced by what sir said, Narayana model. So I am a follower of Shetty sir on his blogs and stuff. I was attracted by the hub and spoke model that initially they started with, and the hub and spoke model is what worked for us. We have a center of excellence in Vadodara, and we then cater to 3-4 different hubs in the nearby vicinity. So that is how our model has progressed. And I think with India growing, the gold is in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. In tier 1, you can have a hub, and the spoke should be in tier 2, tier 3 city to cater to a larger audience. That is how our model works.
Rightly said, sir. Now talk about financial and operation consideration by Dr. Brijesh Patel, who is Executive Director of Spandan Hospital. He himself is an intensivist and owner of Spandan Hospital. So my question is, when there are multiple partners or owners, then how ownership structures affect financial stability and operational efficiency in hospitals?
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon to all, and thank you to Team Medigence and Team Hokon. Really great response today we are seeing. So regarding my hospital, I started in 2015 with the idea of empowering the doctors. So I create an idea how the doctors can make a unit, and they will run the unit, and they will enjoy the practice and earn the money. So I created idea in 2015. I enrolled the physicians first, because myself as an anesthetic and critical care specialist, so I don't know how to get the patients, and I don't have the money. So I enroll the doctors. Okay, we can do one group practice. We can create a team, and we can cater the middle and lower class of the patients, particularly for the critical care. So everybody are very, everybody are के ये तो बहुत बड़ा आइडिया है, हम इसके ऊपर वर्क कर सकते हैं. तो तो मैंने बोला कि यार देखो अभी इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात है, हम आगे जाके कुछ फाइनेंशियली प्रॉब्लम में नहीं आए और कुछ अपने जो रिलेशंस है वो भी हेल्दी रहने चाहिए। तो मैंने उनको बोला कि भाई इंटीग्रिटी, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी और अपना जो ट्रांसपेरेंसी की बात है वो पहले हम पेपर पर क्लियर कर लेते हैं, एंड वी स्टार्ट द प्रोजेक्ट्स। So with the minimum investment from the doctors, I created that team, and gradually we are getting lot of success, and now we are making 100-bed hospital with the equity sharing with the partners doctors. So basically lot of time लोग बोलते हैं कि भाई डॉक्टर्स एक साथ होते हैं तो बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे, डिसीजन कौन लेगा, कैसे कंस्ट्रक्शन होगा, कैसे पेशेंट्स को बेनिफिट देने के लिए मेरे को तो मेरे डिपार्टमेंट में ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट चाहिए, वो सब चाहिए। तो वो सब जो प्रॉब्लम्स है तो मैंने हमारी टीम के साथ डिस्कस किया कि एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम द फ्यूचर और फॉर द फ्यूचर वी विल डिसाइड एवरीथिंग ऑन पेपर फर्स्ट, देन वी विल मेक अ कंपनी एंड वी विल स्टार्ट द प्रोजेक्ट। सो एवरीथिंग लाइक वो विल मैनेज, हाउ विल फाइनेंस कैसे हम लेंगे, हम कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन करेंगे उसमें, एवरीथिंग इज़ वेरी क्लियर। एंड माई इंटेंशन इज़ कि कोई भी डॉक्टर है तो मिनिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट इसमें डालेगा तो उसकी जो काम करने की और उसको अर्निंग की और फ्यूचर में जैसे ब्रांड बनती है तो ब्रांड से भी उसको वैल्यू क्रिएट होनी चाहिए। तो माई इंटेंशन इज़ वेरी क्लियर, माई आइडिया इज़ वेरी क्लियर कि भाई एम्पावर द डॉक्टर्स, माई पॉसिबिलिटी इज़ देयर। सो एवरीबडी आर एनरोल्ड, वी मेक अ टीम, वी रजिस्टर्ड LLP कंपनी। एंड हाउ टू फाइनेंशियली कैसे, मैडम का क्वेश्चन देखिए फाइनेंशियली कैसे हम उसमें, तो 40 to 50% contribution from the doctors and from the loan, term loan we took, and we started the project. And our milestone, according to the milestone, we are doing the work. And next 2025, we complete the multi-speciality hospital for the doctors. And basic problem is now what in a corporate hospitals, limited doctors can join as a job, but lot of the doctors now confuse what to do. मैं अकेला हॉस्पिटल बनाऊंगा, 4-5 करोड़ का खर्चा है सर और मैनेज करना डिफिकल्ट है, तो आई क्रिएट अ मॉडल दैट इज़ अ कोऑपरेटिव मॉडल। सो इन कोऑपरेटिव मॉडल आई डिसाइडेड एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम फर्स्ट कि भाई आपको इतना इन्वेस्ट करना है, मैनेजमेंट में आपका कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं रहेगा, मैनेजमेंट टीम जो है पायोनियर टीम है वही करेगी, आपको प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग में आपको ऐसे रहेगा। तो एवरीथिंग इज डिज़ाइन एंड एवरीथिंग इज ऑन पेपर। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द आवर पेपर वर्क दे एनरोल एंड दे जॉइन विथ अस। एंड ऑपरेशन मैनेजमेंट की भी बात है तो वी विल हायर द ऑपरेशन मैनेजर्स, पर्टिकुलरली एक्सपर्ट्स फॉर द रनिंग द हॉस्पिटल। बट मेजर थिंग क्या है वो मॉडल में कि जैसे डॉक्टर साथ में आए हैं तो नेटवर्क का उनको बेनिफिट मिल सकता है, और दूसरी चीज़ एवरी डॉक्टर्स इज अ ब्रांड एम्बेसडर इन अ फैमिली एंड इन सोशल। So they will bring all the specialty patients to this same hospital. They will get the benefit because I design such a way they will get the professional fee and they will get some sharing from the other patients also. So this model is nowadays people are very interested. People are coming to understand how we run. So already we started the one hospital in a Vadash, and second we already acquired in a Sindhu Bhavan Road. So by this model we are going to penetrate into the market because nowadays everybody are discussing about the PMJ योजना, पैसे नहीं मिल रहे हैं, काम करना पड़ता है और हम पेशेंट को लेके भी आते हैं तो हमको कम पैसे मिलते हैं। तो ये सब प्रॉब्लम के सॉल्यूशन के लिए वी स्टार्टेड द कोऑपरेटिव मॉडल। सो इफ यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड इन डिटेल यू कैन मीट मी। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much. Dr. Tulsi, she is the director of North Star Diagnostic and working towards preventive medicine. Ma'am, what is the future of preventive medicine in India and how the new standalone laboratory chains are capturing the market when there are already existing market is available in India?
Thank you so much. And I'd like to thank Meeta Ben for giving me this opportunity to learn from the stalwarts today. What an amazing setup. Coming to preventive care, the statistics say that India has a hospital bed to population ratio of just 1:3. 1.3:1,000, and we have to get it up to 3:1,000. Also, the amount of investment in terms of infrastructure required is also very high. It's double than what we already have today. Keeping all these stats in mind, we came up with this concept of diagnostics only, no treatment available at a full-fledged diagnostic center. 3 years in the business, we realized that this is not really the business model that can bear returns in terms of ROI. But what is really amazing is that The awareness of people is growing. Sadly, even though technology is advancing, the youth of today is actually sicker compared to what even, say, my parents are. So this is what is getting these people into such setups. At our setup, not only do we have diagnostics in terms of radiology or blood tests and all of that, but we also have in-house nutraceutical labs, we have a water lab, we have a food lab, because of which we can support and partner with doctors, where supposing the doctor has prescribed a medicine, the doctor can partner with us and say that, please make sure that after 5 years, I don't have to increase his dosage. Please make sure that he's on the right path. Supposing, because we have in-house aesthetics as well, a young guy coming to a doctor, but actually what is harassing him is the acne on his face or the stress in his life, and the doctor says, I'm prescribing to him, but it's not working out because of his lifestyle, his stress, his emotional trauma, his burdens, and that's where we want to partner with doctors to make the clinical outcome even better than just prescribing the medicine and trying to cure them all through prescription medication. We are hoping to reduce the number of people needing hospitalization because India just cannot afford hospitalization at the rate at which it is happening right now, especially with growing chronic illness. This is what is also getting a lot of traction, and this model is scalable, this is growing, rather than just standalone diagnostic setups.
Thank you so much. Navneet sir, I just want to discuss with you. We have a very beautiful ecosystem in India where all types of hospitals are existing. Still we see 60 to 70% beds in India is covered by the small nursing homes and we can say nursing homes and we can say small healthcare centers. So what you see the future of small nursing homes or small hospital after 5 years where lot of technological advances, increasing capex cost and manpower cost is increasing. And what is your take home message for the new entrepreneur doctors who are coming and they want to start their own business?
See, India will always be a country of diversity, and we have the local shops and kirana shops, and we also have the malls, and India will continue to remain a country like this. What we are seeing right now, as I said earlier also, a lot of outstanding doctors who started their own hospitals, and typically these are 75 to 100 bedded hospitals, and they started that hospital a lot of passion, and the next generation either is not interested in running the hospital or have gone abroad. And now those are thousands of such hospitals across the country, and those are the doctors who want someone else to come and run those hospitals. And this, we are seeing it across India, and we are looking at almost 20, 30 of them. So smaller hospitals will continue to make a lot of sense because these are also neighborhood hospitals, they are community hospitals. A lot of people believe in the small hospitals, so it is not that the smaller hospitals go out of fashion. But yes, they will have to come as for technology, so using the proper EMR, your HIS systems, use of the technology that we use so often, AI, blockchain, etc., etc. I won't have any advice for the young entrepreneurs, but yes, Indian healthcare system in the next 25 years is going to be one of the most vibrant healthcare systems in the world. We have no doubt about it. We have every private equity firm in the world today investing in India. Clearmedi Healthcare is a Morgan Stanley invested company. So I think the future is bright. Your expectations have to be tempered. You have to be very sure with Ayushman Bharat and other, you have more and more panel patients coming into your hospitals. The cash flows have to be very, very important. Most of the hospitals that we saw and we wanted to take over are the hospitals which ran into cash flow problems and could not run the hospitals. So for the entrepreneurs, their expectations have to be good. They have to make sure they have cash flows for at least 5 years taken care of and then go ahead. I think we have an outstanding ecosystem developing in India as far as healthcare is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think at the end, an entrepreneur has to think about what strategy he is taking, red ocean strategy, where he has to compete in the same market, or a blue ocean strategy, where the new market has to be created with new innovations and new ideas. At the end, the mission is to adopt these transformative models, ensuring that our healthcare systems are not only sustainable, but also equipped to meet the dynamic needs of our community and compassion with excellence. At the end, it's Darwin's theory, survival of the fittest, and the change is the only constant. Thank you so much. completed our panel at right time as per Meeta madam says. So there are opening questions. If anybody want to ask any specific question, we are here to discuss.
Actually, we're just going to break for lunch post this, so that will be a good platform if they want to interact with the panelists and the moderators. And meanwhile, may I now request Mr. Shreyansh Vasa from Suprema to please join us and present a token of gratitude to our panelists over here. Welcome. We would like to begin by presenting the token of gratitude to Dr. Brijesh Patel. We would now like to present the token of gratitude to Navneet Bali. Marching ahead, we present a token of gratitude to Mr. Ravi Hirvani. Moving forward, we present a token of gratitude to Dr. Nirav Bhalani. Marching ahead, we present a token of gratitude to Dr. Tulsi. Now we would like to present a token of gratitude to our moderator, Dr. Garima. Please put your hands together for all the panelists and our moderator over here. Thank you so much to all the panelists and moderator. Thank you. I would request you to join us in the audience. Let's have a group picture before we join the audience.